Welcome to episode 6. Today we're talking about something very powerful. I said to you that after episode 5, we're only going to increase the intensity. We are going to make some people very, very angry, and some people are going to get very pissed off, and some are even going to say things. Some are going to call me by names. Others are going to point me with fingers. Everyone will be having their own comments because of this kind of topics. Normally, they are deemed taboo. Any topic that you can that can show a human being what is happening behind the scenes, anything that is being taught to a person that will make them conscious and make them aware of the unseen, or make them aware of things that other people don't want them to know for specific reasons. That person who does that really puts himself in a very serious risk. I like one comment. One guy said to me, Refuin, I like what you are saying. I like what you are doing because of not only are you helping us, but you're also making yourself very vulnerable. So the things that I'm teaching you are making me very vulnerable. When I say vulnerable, it means that this knowledge normally is not only me who knows this knowledge. Many billionaires and many millionaires know this knowledge, but the issue about this knowledge is that they would rather keep it for themselves so that they can avoid making themselves public targets for some other things. Because let me tell you something, there are some people out there in the world that when they see someone succeeding or when they see someone going up, then they become very, very pain. They have so much pain, so much jealousy. They become envious. So it makes them to think deeper on why did this person become successful when myself I'm working so hard and I'm not getting successful. Why this one? So you know what? Let us try to stop this person. So today's topic, episode 6, as I said, people will be very angry and some people will be very happy. I'm hoping that you'll be one of the happy people because of this knowledge. At the end of the day, I said to you, it's not knowledge that I'm selling. I'm not saying pay me, whatever. I'm not saying there's adverts, there's nothing. This is something that I've always been knowing. These are revelations to me. What is a revelation? A revelation, it is an awareness of knowledge that comes to a specific person at a specific time. There's some people who will say after watching this video, this guy is mad. There's nothing like that. Let me tell you something. You don't have a revelation. You don't have a revelation of what I saw. Me, I learned this thing from 2008. I've been aware of this kind of things. I've been having an awareness. As a matter of fact, I just don't want to call myself a prophet or whatever, but honestly speaking, with the definition of the things, seeing visions, seeing things that are to come and everything, it qualifies one to be. But I thought to myself, you know what, maybe as a prophet, one can look at me in a religious way. So I called myself a shaman, which is almost just like that. What is a shaman? It's a seer, spiritual seer, someone who has access to spiritual records, who can see things, whether at day or at night. It's up to the person on what they can do. So some people, they become conscious shamans. Some people become prophets after a revelation, after doing some few things. Some people will say, as I went deeper into prayer, then prophecy came to me. I had an impartation. Some people are born with it. Some people, just as they grow older and older, they start to see and start to hear and start to understand the revelations. These things are called hidden wisdoms. Hidden wisdom is a wisdom that is being given to specific people for a specific reason, for a specific time, and it can remain hidden for as long as that time has not lapsed. When the time lapses, when people need to learn, when an age becomes available for people to learn and become deservedness, they have a deservedness for knowledge, then definitely the master will always appear. The teacher will always appear when the students are ready. So that's what I'm saying to you. Some of you, you are going through things, similar things in your life. People every single day I hear about people. Actually, I don't think I must tell you this. Everyone knows that right now poverty is at its highest level in the world. Poverty is at its highest level in the world. That is why it's a perfect time for hidden wisdom, for such wisdom to come out. I said, in the absence of wise men, what happens? The fools do what? Take over. When the wise people, when the learned people, the elders, people with knowledge, the wise, the people who have knowledge of these things, they are keeping quiet. What must happen? The fools are going to take over. The bad people are going to take over. Evil will rise in the absence of good people who are going contrary to them, toe to toe. So these videos, in essence, they are for the people who want to rise up and rise up in this Aquarian age, in this new age of revelations, the new age of transparency, new age of hidden wisdom, the new age of knowing things, the new age of prosperity. So currently in the world, we have 100 people, for example. We know there's 7 billion people, but I'm making an example for percentage, purposes. Out of 100 people that we have around the world, 70 people, or if not 80, I'm just making, I wanted to say 90, but it will be looking like I'm a bad person. Maybe 80, 70 are poor. Out of 100 people in the world, 80%, out of 7 billion people, 80% of 70% people in the world are in poverty, living in poverty. When I say poverty, I'm saying to you, these people don't even as I'm talking to you now, they don't know what they will eat tonight. They don't know what they'll eat tomorrow. They don't know what they'll eat, not even next week, tonight, now, in the next hour. They don't know. And how do I know this? Besides of knowing things online, statistically and everything, consensus, me myself, I'm in the public eye as a public figure. I always tell some of my friends, I don't even have to tell my friends, they see it. People close to me, they see it. The kind of stress and the kind of weight that comes onto my shoulders, not because of my problems, but because the problems of people that I'm taking care of each and every single day. A day will not pass without me giving someone at least $100 or 1,000 rand, 2,000 rand, or funding someone's account, or helping someone with a day that it's consistent to a level that we were making, some jokes like the last week. My friends of we can call you Father Christmas because you are always blessed every single day, but the Christmas does not come every day. So I decided to do what? I think the giving someone knowledge, it is much better than giving someone a hamper. Hey, welcome to episode 6. Let's go for the intro. Wonderful power. Okay, let's continue. So the knowledge that I'm giving you right now, as I said, is much better than giving you a hamper. It's much better than me saying I'm giving you money. What I'm telling you, what I'm teaching you, so today's topic is very hot. It's very hot. So much that I think I need to wear my bulletproof. It's a hot topic. It needs a bulletproof. This one, it's very hot. This topic. This topic is very, very hot. No. This topic is very hot. A hot topic. This one doesn't want me to talk about it just. Doesn't want me to talk about it just. No. It's a hot topic. It doesn't want me to talk about it just for fun. It's fine. It's a hot topic, this one. This is symbolic. You see, I'm wearing military colors, camouflage. Camouflage is symbolic. It's a symbolic thing in our brain for thousands and thousands of years. When we go to war, we wear camouflage. So when I'm wearing this, it's a symbolism. It's symbolic. It says to me that now I'm ready to take on. I'm ready for a battle. I'm ready, and I'm going to victor in that thing. So it's symbolic for you. So guys, today we're talking about something powerful. I'm talking about spiritual warfare. What is spiritual warfare? Psychic attacks, spiritual warfare, psychic warfare. What is going on with this thing? Someone said to me, Reverend, and I'm talking about 2012, 2013. You know what? When you are young in life and you get so much wisdom and you get so much knowledge, it's not easy. Because it's not easy, because people will think that you're not okay. So it's not, people will think that you're mad. They say, this guy is mad because of, it's not the knowledge that, it's not common knowledge to be sharing with just anyone. And at the time you're 17 years old, you're 18 years old, and you see these things, you are getting these things, you see people that things are happening. Let me tell you something that you don't know. Out of the 100 people, again, statistical purposes, 7 billion people will know that 7 people are in the world. Out of 100 people with my awareness, spiritual awareness, I can tell you something. And this was confirmed to me again when I was doing the aura reading. When I said to you, I went to do an aura reading. If you guys, I hope that you are following all the episodes. Those people who come on this episode 6, and you just see this video appearing on your YouTube, on the algorithm or wherever, make sure that you watch all the episodes. Episode 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why? Because each and every episode builds up to the next one. So you'll remember, those who've been following the episodes, I spoke that I went to do an aura reading. So an aura reading is a Kalian photography. A Kalian photography, if you remember, guys, recap, Kalian photo, there's something called a Kalian photography or Kalian camera. This Kalian camera is a scientific camera that has been proven to work, developed by a guy called Kalian. That is why it's named under him. His name is Kalian. So it shows the aura the aura field of a person, or the biomagnetic electricity field of the person. It shows the person's aura and how it is. And when I went to do the aura reading, the lady who took the photo said to me, wow, you are one of the kind, you are very few. And with my experience, I always knew this, but it was confirmed. You know, sometimes you can know something, but when someone says it also, you feel like, yeah, this is legit. Out of 100 people, I'm telling you, at least 70 and 80%, or you know, many people around the 60-70% region. I don't know the exact number, I'm just making a guessing, but with the experience I've seen just roaming around. In other words, if I can walk out right now, take a walk to the garage, the first 10 people that I'll meet, at least 6-7 people of those people are under what is called a psychic attack or a spiritual attack. Are you hearing me? Many people are going through a psychic attack. Many people do not know because they're not aware, spiritually aware. Remember, I said to you a long time ago, thousands of years ago, humanity used to be so advanced. This civilization used to be so advanced during a time called the Golden Age. That Golden Age, many people, human beings, were having faculties of awareness that today we call them taboo. When someone says, hey man, I can see this in your life, I can see this, hey yo, this one, yo. When someone says, I can see an aura around you, oh, yeah. Someone says, I see, hey, it's like, yo, this is taboo. Before, a long time ago, hundreds of years ago, humanity, before it became, the consciousness of humanity declined. When human beings fell into the trap of materiality and forgot about the spiritual world, they declined. What happened is that they lost what is called the ESP, the extrasensory perception. What is the extrasensory perception? Remember, we have 5 senses. We can smell, we can hear, we can see, we can taste, we can feel, but we can also have another sense through the third eye, the extrasensory perception, the sixth sense. The feeling, the intuition. Some of you have got it, but maybe at a lower scale. It's intuition, something that tells you that don't go this way, go this way. Turn left, turn right. No, not today. Today I'm not going out. No. For me, I follow intuition when I have to do the videos. When I'm doing these videos all the time, that is why sometimes I took long sometimes to upload the videos, because I'm going with intuition. There must be something inside of me that tells me that it's the right time to do this. Even the topics, I don't just come up with the topics. Thumbs up topics. I was telling my camera guy one day, last time, I said, one video that I did, the last video that I did, it came to me through a vision. I was just sitting literally, and as if I could hear something. It says, talk about the 7 keys, talk about this. So, you see, these are things that I'm led to do. I'm not just waking up one morning. So, many people used to have a clairaudient ability, clairvoyance ability, what we call prophetic abilities today, or prophecy. When we talk about the prophetic movement, we're talking about the movement of people who are seers, psychics, people who can see, who can hear, who say they speak with the voice of, they can hear the voice of God. So I'm saying that it never used to be this so-called chosen men now as it is. You see, there used to be so many more in the past, but now it's only, 1 out of 10 households that you can find a seer. So these things that I'm telling you is not something that is taboo or anything. No. I'm telling you things that are there, that I've been knowing, that I've seen. Many people are under a spiritual attack. Many people are under a psychic attack. And this psychic attack, it is a curse. It is the one that makes, let me explain something first. A curse operates on many dimensions. Let me backtrack a little bit, you might lose it. So in the world, last time I taught you guys, I said in the other episode, I taught you guys about the different levels of consciousness. But I didn't touch about the different dimensions as well. So each and every level in the world, there's dimensions. Right now, we're in the 3rd dimension. There's a 4th dimension. I'm talking about unseen things. Right now, what we can see now is the 3rd dimension. But there are other dimensions that are unseen, the other realms that are unseen, where there it is not human beings who reside, but spirits who reside. Gonna get hectic. I said people are going to get very pissed off. And who are getting pissed off? Who is getting pissed off here? I'll tell you who's getting pissed off. I want you guys to follow me very. I said there are dimensions in the world, in the universe. There's the 3rd dimension, there's the 4th dimension, there's the 5th dimension, there's the 6th dimension, there's the 7th. The higher the dimensions, the more the divine beings reside. There is a realm that is called the godly realm, what we now today we call as heaven. Heaven is a realm, it's a dimension that exists. That is why there are some people who, when they get an accident, they crash, or they go into something, they go through trauma, physical pain, tormentation. There's something that happens in their life that is, shocking to them, that creates a shock in the consciousness, and they almost lose their life. They go through something that is called a near-death experience. And when they go through a near-death experience, what happens is that it is when their consciousness has left the reality that they're in and now temporarily resides in the reality of the divine. Then they see what people will call angels, God, and everything. Then they say they even have a conversation with them. There's a book called Conversations with God. So they come back and start telling us things. One guy came back as a prophet. After a car accident, that guy all of a sudden is telling people things and say, hey, he's a prophet. Another one came back as a matter of fact, this thing, I don't think you're hearing. I'm saying to you, there is a divine realm. So the higher, that is why we look up to God. He is high up. So where is he? In the higher realms, in the dimensions. So there are some people who are born with a spiritual ability to access those dimensions. Then today we call them prophets or psychics. So when these people sit down, as they grow in spirit, they are able not to even sit down and close their eyes by looking into the eyes or just by sitting still. They are able to access. In India, where I spend most of the time, there are people who are called yogis. Myself, I'm called the Swami in India because it is in India where I spend a lot of time in the mountains there, in meditation, accessing the realms, seeing things ahead of time. In India, because of now, when you are having such ability, that is why I've got a problem with some prophets today. Why? Because of it looks like some are not really, some I think are the prophets for profit. They are in for profit. Yeah, they are not prophets but profits. They are pushing for profits. Why I'm saying that? Normally, when you are spiritually aware and spiritually enlightened, you don't care much about material desires. You don't care much about material wealth. You don't care much. It just absorbs. You get absorbed by that realm. The desire that you have, the feeling for desire, just gets absorbed. Are you hearing me? So many people who can call themselves prophets and they want recognition and they want it. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're even forcing people to believe them. That one, I've got a problem with them because of normally you do your thing and you move away. Those who follow you, don't follow. Those who don't follow, it's fine. It's okay. Do what you're sent for, Baba. So what I'm trying to tell you, not what I'm telling you, we're not trying anything to do. We're in the war, we're wearing bulletproof. We can't try anything. We're in the middle of a war. These are battleships, anything is possible, the stakes are high. So what you need to know is that there are so many things in the world that you do not know. Accept that. There are so many things that are happening in the world, in the realms, unseen realms, in what is called the astral, that you don't know. As I'm currently talking to you right now, there are so many things happening in the world that you don't know at all, nothing. People in governments, people in high positions, they will know because some people are placed there strategically. I don't want to mention anything. No, it's fine. So what I wanted to say is, when I say there are some people who are like psychic attack, in as much as there are people who are prophets, who are connected to the divine, higher realms, higher consciousness, who are here in humanity to help, to give, to spread love, gratitude, to help people have knowledge, to have people have awareness, there is an opposite of that as well. Just like there's hot water, very hot, there's cold water just beside it in the taps, 2 taps, cold, hot, yin and yang, black, white, nothing, something. It is just how the nature works, positive and negative. If there's someone who can tell you about your life and tell you one and this and that, there is someone who works opposite for the evil, who also knows who knows your destiny. So now, when you understand that, you understand why sometimes it is very hard for some people to succeed in life. You talk too much. You have a big mouth. You talk too much. You're like me when I was young. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to make it. I'm telling you what. Oh, really? Wow, you're going to make it. Hey, my laptop got lost. Let me tell you something. My book. Those who know, because I've got a book, by the way. That book, it took me 4 years to write. I finished the book. I could have finished the book in the first year, in the first 6 months. What was happening? I was announcing. I'm writing a book. The book is coming out. What's happening? Computer is crashing. How? The book is not going out. And I was pushing to be the youngest author. I couldn't even become the youngest author at the time. I missed the deadline because of this thing. Talking. There's a saying, because let's yada more ching ching. Yeah, there's a reason why. Talking, it's a problem. It's a problem, big problem. I'll tell you what is the problem about talking. Me, I'm writing the book, something is happening, I can't finish the book. Hey, I'm saying this thing was so weird and so shocking to a level that I could write the book. Just before I can say I saved the document and no shading comes in. Well, ask yourself, what is the chances of this? Hey, okay, it's fine. I'm almost done. Thieves coming, steal the computer. Hey, get a new computer. Hard drive. There's something called the blue screen of death. When you see a blue screen of death in the computer, when you open it, it's a blue. You don't see what's happening. You have to reformat. I went through a lot. The book, I fought with the book. I had to go deeper also. I said, no. I have to go deeper. Touch serious realm so that I can be able to launch this book. This book won't go out. What are you saying when the book was on its way here with the truck and the truck hit the robot? What are the chances of that? Hey, I'm getting here, man. We are looking for your address. Where are you? No, I'm this side. Just when you get there, before you get there. How? Hey, man, I hit a pole. Man, funny things. This is just for me on the book. There are so many other things that I can tell you about that I've seen that say, yeah, there's psychic attacks. That is why I was emphasizing to you in the last videos about energy and vibration. When your vibration it is at a lower, when you are vibrating at a lower frequency, witchcraft, what we know as witchcraft, psychic attacks, vampires, spiritual entities are going to make you busy every single day. That one, take it from me. If you don't work hard, as I gave you the 12 most effective ways that I've used successfully for myself to raise my vibration, to go in the higher realms, to vibrate higher, you must know one thing, that you are going to suffer from circumstances, from what we call karma, because of what you are vibrating at a low level. There's a reason why each and every single thing in the world is pushing us to vibrate lower, so that these curses that are sent to human beings can work very nicely. And the curses that they manifest, these curses when they come, they manifest in a way of procrastination, laziness, tiredness, fatigue, writer's block, we can't think, lack of inspiration, lack of motivation, lack of creativity, you don't know how to make money, you don't know how to think, making mistakes, self-sabotage. Are you hearing me? So these cases, when they manifest physically, they manifest in the form of habits that are not good for you. You make mistakes, you fight with people physically, you are doing funny things, you are mad actually, you are losing it, you are frustrated, you fight with your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, you start cheating, you start being, I don't want to say the word, but you start sleeping around with guys. That is a curse. It is manifesting itself depending on the programmer. Okay, guys. So when we go deeper, we start to understand that the psychic phenomena, that the unseen worlds are really governing the material world. Let's talk about something very deep here. So the material world, right, the world that we're living in right now, has people who are also working like prophets, but they're not prophets. They look like prophets. Some of these people are running churches. You go to the church of that prophet, and when you go to that church, it so happens that you went to a fake prophet who does not work with divine realms or with godly energy, and he works with evil power. Very simple stuff. You go there, you are supposed to be a millionaire in 5 years' time, with or without the prophet. You go there, you never become a millionaire in 5 years' time. You decline, poverty will hit you. What happened? Something was taken away from you. Do you know how charms work? Charms. When you talk about the charm, someone is using a charm. these people who are using charms. Do you know how the charms work? In the olden times, people used to use charms so that they can go to war in the battlefield to fight. Those people, when they come with those charms, when they bath with those things, chew those things, eat those things, when they go there, the opponent becomes dizzy, has fatigue. So when they throw a punch, the person doesn't see. These things are still carrying on till today, but in unseen ways. In business, we've got competitors. When you are going to open your shop in the morning, you are tired. Customers are not coming, they're coming very slow. We are selling, I don't have. Every time when customer buys something, you say, I don't have. You are selling, I don't have. So, you are declining. Probably, you are under a psychic attack. 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 Hey, no. Actually, let me take out this thing now. Yeah. I think I made my point clear when I said that I'm wearing this because of it's a symbolic thing that we are taking and we are ready for anything, and we are also victors. So camouflage is historic. There's a deeper meaning into this, but this is a topic for another episode. So I was just showing you another side that how we can use symbolism to also deliver ideas. So let's very advanced. So let's quickly continue to where I left off. So I was saying to you, remember, you must always be aware and make sure that you are aware of your surroundings and the people that you are always in contact with or always mingling with. Anyone who you are mingling with, you must know. But I don't want us to talk about conspiracies. I don't want us to talk about things that are not there. I know how people can take things. You'll find someone, what I'm saying to you, you'll find someone being paranoid and start looking at other people, pointing fingers that you did this to me. That is exactly, I've got a problem also with some prophets, some shamans, psychics, people who always tell people that someone is doing this to you. I feel like it's not necessary to be pointing fingers at anyone. No. Because things of spirituality cannot be proven. You can, and people take those things very literally. Your uncle did this, your aunt did this, and they go there and they fight with a person and start becoming physical. It even goes to death at some point. So it's not necessary to point fingers at anyone. If you can see who's doing what, it's fine. That can be closed in another way. But to say to someone that someone in your family is doing this or someone your friend, no, I think, and some of these things might not even be true. Some people are really looking for money and telling people lies. So guys, let us also be careful of such people who tell people things like that, as a matter of fact. So the purpose of the video is very, very simple. It's just to acknowledge and make you guys aware. Because someone was asking me a question. Remember I said to you, your comments are helping me. They're giving me, they're helping me to gauge you guys, to know how your thinking patterns are. What are you looking for exactly? So as you're commenting, I am looking at specific things, at what people are saying. So someone said to me, hi Ref, well, what about people who became, in the topic of energy, frequency, vibration, when I said that you have energy and your frequency and everything, when you are vibrating higher, definitely you'll attract higher things. You've been watching the episodes. Someone just said to me, what about a person who used to be a millionaire or a billionaire and they lost everything? What about that kind of a person? What happens with their energy or vibration? Were they not vibrating high? That was the question. And I realized that I think people are not aware about something called a spiritual attack. It is possible that there are some people who can be very wealthy and very rich, lose everything around them. And some of you watching this video, probably you maybe never used to be very wealthy, but I'm sure you had a good paying job. You are bright, you are smart, but you don't understand why are you stuck? Why are you in the same place? Probably you might be under a spiritual attack. So many people, as I said, 7 out of 10 people, 6 out of 10 people, they are going through spiritual attack. But let me tell you something that you don't know also. It is not always a spiritual attack that is consciously done. Are you hearing me? It is not always that when you are going through a spiritual attack that it was consciously done by a person. In other words, it's possible that you are maybe going through what is called karma. And karma, you know what they say about karma. What comes out goes around. So sometimes you'll find that there is some things that you did to someone. There is something that you did to someone, And maybe you might not have done it intentionally. At that time, you just made it out of anger. And that karma, it's a self-curse. You curse yourself by that action. Or there are some things that you have done, or something you might have committed. And I know that sometimes people don't do these things intentionally, although we do have people who do things intentionally. Someone pushing someone, and you find someone, by mistake, you just slap someone out of anger. And you just think that, I shouldn't have done that. I know that some people like that. And unfortunately, there's a guy, at high school, when I was at high school, just before I dropped out, a year before I dropped out. I don't know if it was high school. I think it's not high school, primary school. I remember very well now. There's a guy that used to bully me. I don't know what was the problem with that guy. That guy used to just pick up on, I don't know. Hey man, that guy was just busy with me. I don't know what did he feel when he saw me? I don't know what he saw. That guy every single day, because I used to be at boarding school at one point. I stayed at boarding school, and boarding school, it's a hostel, that thing is just crazy. That thing is crazy. So boarding school, and it's supposed to be a disciplinary, thing. But for me, I saw that no. It's very harsh for kids, and it's the one that is going to, as time goes, kids when they got off that, they want to fight with people. They're full of anger because the things that happen in boarding school that are not said is crazy. Me, I used to be in boarding school. This guy at boarding school, I would come with some, Kellogg's, come with, biscuits, come with like things that are, as a boarding school, your parents, in my case, my aunt, she was giving me, buying me my food for the week and everything. It depends also how long you're going to stay at the boarding school. Some people stay at the boarding school for a term, like 3 months. At least I used to go out 2 weeks. This guy, whenever he just saw this blue trunk, in the boarding school, there's a blue case where the food is there. There's Kellogg's, there's yogurts, there's all these things. Whenever he saw me coming in with a blue trunk, for him, I don't know what he saw. Yo, at the door already. Hey you, boy, come here. Every single week, this guy was just making me busy, and I think he was not aware what he was doing. Fortunately for me, he was kicked out of school, because these are people who like to push corruption. They don't listen at all. But that guy, what he was doing to me, I remember at the time I was so angry, and I said, this guy, all the time when I come to school, he's taking my Kellogg's. I have to give him Kellogg's. If I don't give him Kellogg's, I must give him the what is this biscuits? This biscuits. It's a long time I haven't seen this biscuits. This biscuit that used to be very nice. Mario biscuit or Mario. Yeah, I think it's something like that. And this another one called lemon cream. Hey, he loved lemon cream. But lemon cream, yeah, it's a big day for him. You'll hear them screaming in the room there. Yeah, we've got it. I think I unconsciously. In a way, I don't know, I cannot call it a curse, but somehow I felt that anger out of me. I was saying to myself, this guy won't go far in life. It's fine. Whatever he's doing, it's fine. I met with him again 4 years ago. 5. I met with him 5 years ago, 2016. I met this guy. I didn't even recognize him. I was, in the mall. It's refoin. Remember now, it's no more that young kid anymore. It's refoin now. It's refoin. There's a name now. There's a refoin. I see this guy, man. I said, this guy looks very familiar. These people never forget. I don't know. I forgot so many people that I used to go to school with, but this guy didn't forget. He comes to me, hey, man, I know you. Yeah. I said, what? He said, I think you used to do. He's asking me now. You're not Magic Man, because they used to be called Magic Man. I used to do like, yeah. So he says, man, are you not Magic? I say, yeah. He says, hey, man, hey. Then I remember him. This is the guy. But knowing me, me, people who know me, I'm very quiet. As a matter of fact, I'm only an extrovert on camera, but I'm very introvert in person, very quiet. So, hey, man, that guy, you won't believe it. He says to me, he says to me, you know what, man? He talks in Zulu, kunzima. He says kunzima. Kunzima means it's tough now. In my mind, I say, what do you mean? Say, man, I don't even have anything. If you see me right now in the mall, I don't even have anything on me. I came here, I'm hustling. I'm looking for something, even if it's 5 rand, 10, I don't know, man. I came here for an interview. I found it as a scam. I thought it's an interview. It's only to find it. That guy is telling me the story. I listened to him for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. If you know me also, you know that I'm a very patient person. I'm always listening. This guy told me a story, the story. And he he says one thing. He says, people forget. When people do bad things, they forget what they do, He says to me, I don't know what bad did I do to someone. If I did something bad to someone to suffer like this, I'm sorry. In my mind, I'm saying, hey, you forgot what you... I felt like, hey, nah, just to wake him up. And I was like, you know what, life is nice. I'm the one, I did in my Uber. I called him an Uber. I requested for him. I even gave him 500 on top of that. Do not relax. Someone else in my position was going to remind him, yeah, you forgot, you used to do this. And I just kept quiet. I said, it's fine. It's okay, it's all right. It's life, life is like this. So sometimes people are going through a karma, you see. But sometimes people are are not really going through a karma. They are really going through a spiritual attack, like a direct attack from someone who's jealous, who's envious. So let me also tell you something that you don't know again. There are some people in life that are generally cursed. They are cursed. They're just full of curses. They're just cursed. Those people, you meet with them, you're doing well in life, and you start seeing yourself. Maybe you start dating the person, you start seeing yourself going down. You start, some people are really, you start associating with them. So some people are really, really cursed in life. It's just generally cursed. So they go through so many problems in life. They're full of stress and everything. And I know this because I'm a doctor. Remember Dr. Refwin? I'm also a healer in a way. So my aura being around such people, I'm able to heal them. So I see the problems in life for people, what people are going through. People are going through very, very serious issues. People are going through so much pain. It's sad. What people are going through, it's very, very sad. People are going through pain. Some of you don't know what people are going through. It's sad. I know it. I see it. You must know that some of these people, they end up becoming people who send curses or become witches because of those situations that they find themselves in. So they go through so much stress in their life, and they become like, you know what, I'd rather go for, I'd rather do something bad. So those people are very dangerous in life because we smile with them every single day. We always talk to them, they always chat with us, but these people are very angry inside, and they want to kill. So I want to just tell you something with my experience, what you must be careful of. A person who's always asking you what you are up to is a problem. A person who's always asking you, that go out of their way, calling you, hey man, what are you up to? Hey man, okay, anything yet? There's some people who are positively like friends that really care for you, but someone who's overdoing things, what is happening? Okay, are you waiting for the deal? Do you think the deal will happen? What time are you going there tomorrow in the interview? Okay, with what are you going to go? And how are you coming back? How much are you going to have in your pocket? Some questions are like, nah, man, some questions are very, very tricky. Who are you going with? And who are you going to meet? And what will you be dressing? Hey, what will you be dressing? What's happening? That's saying, wish me luck. Say thank you. Are you hearing me? That is a suspicious person. Be careful. He might be consciously or unconsciously working for evil agents. Some people, they hate you, but you don't know that they hate you. They are with you, they smile with your family and friends. They cook something for you. Do you know that food? I spoke about the food, I think episode 3, 4. I spoke about water and, episode 4 when I spoke about, episode 4, right? Yeah, episode 4 when I spoke about that water also can take thoughts. And I also spoke about food. I said food, what you take in your stomach, is also can increase your vibration. So in the inverse, in the opposite of this now, you must know that if someone can cook food for you and they hate you, that is a poisonous food that you eat from someone who hates you. The purpose of prayer over food, initially it was to erase the energetic vibrations that is around the food that someone created. In other words, as someone who prepares food for you is also very dangerous. They must be very good for you. That is why right now when I go to restaurants and someone says, Refoin, I say, don't call my name. Because someone sees that Refoin is there, the plate is different now. It's different, very, very different. One day at my party in 2017, I threw a big bash. Big guys were there, Aries was there. Who was there? Many guys were there, well-known guys. I'm talking about Lerato Hanyaho was there, Vinny Da Vinci. We had big shots. Someone prepared a plate for me to eat. But because of my awareness and my consciousness and my vibration is very high, as I said to you, if you are vibrating a high vibration, it's very hard for those things to take place. I gave the food away. not knowing that I'm about to kill someone. Aye! Are you hearing me? I almost killed someone giving the food away. I said, no, I'm fine. I was so hungry that night, but when the food came, there was so much. I was like, no, it's fine. You know, when you're excited, especially for me, when I'm excited, people are there, they came to my party. I'm like, I won't eat. I gave someone the food. One of the guys that, people who like, hey, Rafoin. People are packed, and I'm like, just take the food, man, eat, man. I'm sure the guy thought maybe it's me, but he saw. As a matter of fact, I'm happy. He didn't think it's me because he saw that I'm giving him. He was even more excited. Rafoin is giving me his food. He's going to be blessed, not knowing that he's getting a cash. So, fortunately, the guy didn't die. I don't know what was the purpose of the thing, but one thing I know about poison and other things, an intentional thought that is sent to a person, it is not easy that that thing can hit someone else who's not intended to get those things. So that guy, when he ate the food, he was very sick, and he got very sick. I was not even aware. He told me the next day, two days later, that, hey man, the food that you gave me, man, hey, I don't know what happened. I was just feeling sick. In my mind, I was like, And he was making a joke. Hey, he was making a joke that, hey man, don't you think there was poison in your food, man? I almost died. In my mind, I was like, this guy is onto something. Definitely was something on my food. So, but something happened for me not to eat it. So you understand? So what I'm saying to you is that be careful, guys. Be very, very careful. So these things exist. I can go deeper and deeper because I understand the science behind. Many people, they can tell you about witchcraft and tell you about other. They don't know anything. They're lying. Some of them, they really know something. I know the science. I can give you the formula. What can take place in order for this to take place? I know the scientific. This is called spiritual alchemy. So it's a science. There's a science that is followed. That if you do this and do this and do this is supposed to happen, like it or not. It's a science. 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 So guys, in closing, I just want to give you some few tips on how you can realize. And again, by the way, there are some people that are not necessarily sending you a curse, but you end up inheriting a curse from them. Let me tell you how. Some people, they do bad things. You understand? Some people, they do very, 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 very bad things. For example, there are some people, I'm talking about to make money. There are some people who go out of their way to make money. They start using spirits, they start using other things. And I think a lot of conversation has been taking place on this topic recently. Although people didn't really go into detail and explain the scientific side of it. But the truth about it is that if you associate with someone who has such powers, I said to you earlier on, a charm, in order for a charm to work, a charm, what is a charm? A charm is this thing that people, they bath, they eat, and all of a sudden they get energy. In order for it to work, it's supposed to take energy from someone. You can't cheat the energy game. Let me tell you something. Energy does not come out of nowhere, and energy does not disappear. You cannot destroy energy, and you cannot also just create it out of nowhere. It's there. It just always is. You can't cheat the game of energy. If someone does not have energy, does not have a charisma, does not have a pulling power, is not loved by people, and he uses charms, where does the energy come from to attack these people? It comes from some people as well. That is why in class, when you're at school and you feel tired, there are some parents who give their kids things so that you find yourself tired in school, in class, very tired. When you have to go to school, you are tired and everything. Is kids who have been given these things, by parents teaching kids funny things. So, and then what happens is that what's happening is that now they're losing. So, and for a bad stuff. Me, I know at school they used to take my pen. Me, actually, when it comes to which I've survived, which I know it for sure. Some even tell me directly, I will do this to you. My pen, the pen that I used to write my, my exams and everything, it vanished over 3 times, 4 times. Some of you have seen this thing. Your books getting lost, your bag getting lost, your stationery getting lost. Pass up, watch out. So guys, I can go on and on and on and on, and I think we can go on and on and on and on. But not to make the episode very long, let me give you guys the signs. Some signs that you might be under a spiritual attack. Some signs that you might be under a spiritual attack. So let's quickly go for them. So let's see some signs. So the first sign that you're under a psychic attack or a spiritual attack is negative thoughts.
If you used to be an optimist, if you're someone that is very positive and you know yourself that you're always thinking positive stuff and positive things, and suddenly you find yourself pessimistic, always thinking negative things, this may be because you're under a psychic attack or a spiritual attack. The second one, it's headaches. If you're always having headaches, aches, pains, finding yourself, your body in pain and all those things. If you find yourself having aches, that one you must know most likely that you may be under a psychic attack, especially there is no medical reason. If you can go to the doctor says then you are fine, you're okay. There is no reason why you can be having that pain, you can be having that sickness. Most likely it's a psychic attack. Number 3 is drained of energy. If you have energy that is just feels drained, fatigue. If you are usually an energetic person, an upbeat person, but find yourself exhausted with no significant changes to your exercises, or you don't have any much of stress, you just for no reason just feel sad, feel down, most of the time it's because you're under a spiritual attack. Another one, number 4, it's having a lack of memory and concentration. If you usually find yourself losing your memory, forgetting things, and you're finding it hard to focus, and you're not on any medication that can cause this, or maybe not facing any significant like stress in life or anything that can make you forget, lack of memory and concentration, that this really means you're under a psychic attack more than likely. Another one, I know many people really look at this and really face this, is nightmares. If you do not watch horror movies or read horror stuff, and you're not really into horror and scary stuff, but all of a sudden you're dreaming of a nightmare, you're just having a nightmares, and you're dreaming yourself being chased or someone is about to harm you, this one is guaranteed you're under a psychic attack. The number 6 that I also saw with experience is like having panic attacks. Panic attack is very, 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 very dangerous. If you are a relatively laid-back person who doesn't sweat over small stuff, but find yourself having panic attacks, it's not good, that one. And another one also is an animal. If you have an animal or a pet in the house, I've seen that animals are able to take energy. They are really very, very prone to energy. They're very, very sensitive to energy. So animals and also plants, they will oftentimes protect their owners. Over time, this shows itself on the plant or the animal. It becomes the animal starts to fall sick, or the plant just dies for no reason, just find the plant dying. So there's so many more, and that's the 8 I can give you now.
Spiritual attack. So there are many ways that spiritual attacks can come, as I said to you, but we are no more interested in that. In the next videos, I'll be showing you also how can you protect yourself from such spiritual attacks, and how can you move forward, because guys, people out there, they are fighting. In as much as we want to move forward, by the way, we don't want a lot. Me, I always say, why people do these things? We don't want a lot. We don't want to fight, man. We don't want to be like the Elon Musk and all that. It's fine. They can have those $100 billion. I mean, come on. I just want a 1 billion. Or at least if it's 1 million. Why people must do these things? No, we don't want to fight. We're not taking over. I'm not running for president. But people do these things. So, guys, as I said to you, they are working. They are employees of a higher power. In the next episodes, I'll be telling you what is this higher power, what is this other forces, what is happening. I said to you, it's time for you to learn. It's time for you to know the truth, and the truth must be known now and forever. So, guys, please leave a comment. Please leave something there. Let me know. Tell me what you think, and let's go forward. At the end of the day, I said to you, I just want to see you guys progressing, abundance, prosperity, and joy. Thank you so much. We can go on and on. People do things that are very weird, but they will conquer. We'll conquer. We are ready. We've got a bulletproof here. Bulletproof is symbolic. Bulletproof is sometimes also when you dream being shot when you are dreaming that you see guns, people are shooting at you. That is witchcraft at its own right. So when you are putting this bulletproof like this now, it's a symbolic thing that you are bulletproof. It's symbolic that your aura is protected. You're protected by a divine being. So guys, let's continue. Let's close it. Thank you so much, Dr. Refo and Shaman. We're not done. We're still going to go more. Power, 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 power. And I apologize if the episode was very long, good people. Yeah, but if you enjoyed, let me know if you enjoyed this kind of episodes, because I'm only doing them, once in a while. So if it's going to be once in a while, once every Sunday, let it be worthwhile. So thank you, power.